Most entrepreneurs that are aspiring and upcoming really don't think that they need a side hustle to really be able to support their endeavors in terms of the upcoming business that they're building. But if you are a smart entrepreneur, you realize that the full definition of entrepreneurship is taking a financial risk, which simply means you probably don't have the money to be able to build your startup. So you know what? Get a job. Welcome back to my channel. Tamia Dawkins here. If you've never seen my face before, I would love to invite you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. On my channel, we talk about all things connected to living the intentional life so that you as an upcoming aspiring entrepreneur can be able to build a life and also a dream business that I know that you absolutely love. Why? Because of the fact that you build it. Make sure that you hit the little bell for updates. Okay, so the struggle is totally real. Most people have this whole defined, picture of what entrepreneurship really is in their mind opposed to what it really is in actuality, in reality. And I think when we kind of come out of the clouds, we can really come to terms with the fact that most oftentimes you have to have a 9-to-5 or either some kind of consistent income coming in so that you can build your startup at the same time. And so I really don't want you to start off on the wrong foot if you are aspiring to build your dream business, but I want you to be level-headed and realize that more than likely you have to have a 9-to-5 that is seeding into that business until you're able to replace your full income with the salary that you're making from your 9-to-5 or either your stay-at-home job or side hustle. So in today's training video, I'm gonna go ahead and give you 10 different work from home jobs that you can go ahead and do, then at the same time simultaneously build your dream business. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, some of the work from home jobs I'm going to go ahead and mention to you will fall under the scope, let's say, of different job boards, while other ones will be for a direct company that's hiring as of now due to my research that I've recently done. So it's important to know that some of these jobs you'll be able to get consistently because it's like these particular corporations are always hiring on these job boards. Or in some cases, you might want to hurry up and apply to the particular position or let's say job that I mentioned, because more than likely the doors will close over time. And then maybe in another season, they'll go ahead and hire again. So make sure that you definitely apply as soon as possible. So the first job that we're gonna go ahead and talk about is a customer service representative, which most oftentimes is said to be a great job in terms of a stay-at-home job. The reason why I think it's amazing for an upcoming aspiring entrepreneur is because of the fact that there's a possibility that you can get a customer service job that will not require for you to have to be stressed while you go ahead and you build your business as well. You can get a customer service job or you can become a customer service rep literally in any area or field in terms of working for a corporation, whether you want to do it in the medical field or let's say you want to work for another upcoming entrepreneur in terms of customer service. Everybody needs customer service, so you can definitely find a job that you'll be comfortable with doing. Another amazing aspect of being able to have a customer service job that you can work from home doing is the fact that more than likely you are able to go ahead and pick your schedule depending upon the kind of job that you are looking for. Now, I think every entrepreneur should have the opportunity to be able to work for customer service in some way, shape, or form, because in most customer service jobs, you really get the hang of what it's like working with customers one-on-one while you go ahead and build your business. And customer service, whether you are a coach or let's say you create digital courses like myself, it is super important that you know how to treat your customers. So if you can practice while going ahead and doing this side hustle, you will find that you have more skills to be able to make sure that you deal with your upcoming customers or clients in the best way possible. So if you're still kind of struggling with the idea of making sure that you have that 9-to-5 where you go ahead and you build your business, just think about the fact that you have an opportunity to be able to learn how to treat your customers with the best customer service ever. ever by doing it for another corporation. Now, some of the job boards that you can find customer service representative jobs on are ZipRecruiter.com as well as WFH.com and also Live Ops. Live Ops in particular is always hiring for customer service representatives, and customer service usually can make up to $22 an hour. So definitely make sure you do all of your research so that you can get the best position as possible so that you can make sure that you are fueling your upcoming business. So the next position that you want to look into as you go ahead and you fuel your business as an aspiring upcoming entrepreneur is that of a virtual assistant. Now, I always absolutely talk about how much I love this position because of the fact that I've really seen amazing stay-at-home moms, which I am, really take hold of the position of becoming a virtual assistant and turn it into an absolute full-blown business, making sure that they have a huge amount of clientele that they are serving in terms of their virtual assistant position, and they're really able to really make money doing this. In particular, you would most oftentimes do a lot of administrative tasks to be able to help that business move forward and absolutely scale. But really, as a virtual assistant, you would have the opportunity to really assist with several different elements within a person's business. Now, a diploma is not needed, but you do have to have different types of skills that of making sure that you're able to pay attention to details. And so I most oftentimes say that because most business owners are creative. And so you want to make sure that you have that same creative edge so that you can make sure that you're keeping up with the business owner that you are working with. So that obviously means that there are definitely administrative skills that are needed. And most virtual assistants usually make about $9 to $16 an hour. And one of the things that I can help you to understand is that if you're doing this in terms of, let's say you work for someone for 4 hours each day, you know, and you really want to try to see if you can pitch to another business, you can find yourself really making the amount of money that you want to make to be able to, let's say, replace a job that you had to literally drive to every day if you make sure that you really put everything together for this particular position. So it's a no experience position. You just have to have the necessary skills to be able to help you to do the job for the business that you decide to work with. You can definitely find a virtual assistant job on a website called Upwork.com, and as well as making sure that you possibly try to see if you can reach out to upcoming entrepreneurs as well, maybe on Instagram. If you follow different businesses that you really like, I know every now and again they'll post that they are hiring, and so you can look into possibly trying to see if you could take them on as a client. There are also amazing Facebook groups for virtual assistants as well, and if you get into a network of other virtual assistants, you'll definitely be able to get the clientele that you're looking for this job. So my number 3rd pick for a side hustle or either work from home job that you can do with no experience is that of an insurance agent. Now, as an insurance agent, you'll have the opportunity to obviously work from home, and you'll be able to help through promoting sales for different insurance plans for people that call into that particular company looking for those plans. So you'll be overseeing, let's say, the portfolio of the different clientele that you have. And this position is also known in the field as an insurance sales agent as well. And obviously you don't have to have any experience because of the fact that more than likely the company that will hire you will train you the way that they want you to be trained with regards to their systems and strategies as well. Now, obviously you would have to have the skills of integrity because you're going to be handling a lot of confidential policies, and I'm pretty sure that they will train you in terms of making sure that you know how to handle these policies. And also you'll have the opportunity to be able to track claims as well as renewal policies. And you will be very, very responsible for being able to identify risk management strategies as well for this position. So some of the skills on top of the ones that I mentioned that you have to have are strong writing, grammar as well. And usually these positions pay around $30 an hour. Now you can find these positions kind of all over the place, whether you're looking on Upwork.com as well as Indeed, Monster. These positions are consistent open positions. You'll find them at any time in terms of the fact that they're not necessarily seasonal. So if you do the necessary search on these particular websites that I mentioned or job boards, I'm pretty sure that you can find a position in this area. And I love this position as well because of the fact that you don't have to worry about the stress of having to do this job. It's pretty straightforward. Once you get through the training, from what it appears, it's kind of like just the consistent thing that you do all the time. Now, number 4 is a content writer. Now, a content writer is a person that creates or writes different content that is engaging for use online. And as an online business builder in particular, any kind of business builder, you are going to be consistently creating content of all different types. So I think that this job in particular would be absolutely amazing for an aspiring upcoming entrepreneur, because really you're going to be doing the same thing, whether it is creating videos like I am for my YouTube channel, as well as the videos that I create for my course and my upcoming membership, or if you have to write a blog post or anything in terms of resources that you are giving out to the public or content, this position would absolutely be amazing. Now, you might find that another title that walks with this particular one being a content writer is also a freelance writer. So when you go ahead and you do a search, you can search out content writer or either freelance writer, but they kind of work hand in hand in terms of the job description. Now, usually content writers are very internet savvy individuals who create blog posts as well as articles for the online space or any other kind of written web material like I mentioned before, which you will be doing in your business, especially if you have an online business. Now, some of the skills that you definitely obviously have to have are good grammar skills as well as creativity in terms of knowing what to write through inspiration. And you have to be a great researcher so that you can go ahead and put together all the content on the basis of integral and relevant sources. Now, most content writers or freelance writers make up towards $30 an hour, but I really think that this is an open opportunity, because if you are a freelancer, then you have the chance to be able to take on as many clients as you could possibly handle. So I oftentimes will mention that in the past, I went ahead and I was a freelance writer / content writer for a company that had a focus on stay-at-home moms or new moms in particular. And I would write weekly articles for them for about $50 per article. And there really, at first anyway, wasn't necessarily a limit to the amount of articles that they allow for me to write within the month. So if you really are into writing, or you really want to get into writing because of the fact that you know that it will be an arm to the business that you're creating, becoming a content writer will be absolutely amazing. Now, the next job, number 5, is going to be any kind of typing jobs. And so typing jobs consist of data entry or even administrative assistance, or either you can count in customer service jobs as well. They're really vast in terms of all of these different descriptions, or let's say in some cases the skills that are required to be able to obtain these types of jobs. Now, usually with these jobs, you have to have some kind of knowledge of basic software, good written and communication skills, fast typing speed. So obviously if you're going for a typing job, or most of these administrative kind of customer service data entry jobs, they will have you to do different kind of skills tests in terms of typing. So you want to make sure that you freshen up where that's concerned. Plus, you definitely want to make sure that you have a high level of concentration so that you don't make any errors in terms of any of the data entry or the typing that you have to do on a consistent basis. These jobs usually pay around $10 to $22 an hour. If you do a search, you can find exactly what it is that you're looking for in terms of the salary. You'll find jobs like this on Upwork.com as well as Indeed and also Monster. And please note that whatever these jobs are that I'm mentioning, I'll make sure that I put a link in the description down below, especially if it's a position that is connected to one particular company that's hiring. Now, number 6 6, you can go ahead and become an online English instructor, which I think is super exciting. Being able to have the opportunity to teach people in other countries, in some cases, English. This is totally cool. And I'm pretty sure that this job wouldn't necessarily require a whole lot of stress to be a part of it, because of the fact that there's a streamlined way or a particular strategy that a company that would go hire you for this particular position would go ahead and have in place. Now, there's one particular company that I know is hiring currently, and I'm pretty sure every now and again for this particular position, but you'll find that when you do a search on these different job boards like Monster and Indeed, that these positions are always available. They are nonstop. They will always be in demand because people are always trying to learn a new language. As long as there are humans, there will be people that are trying to learn a new language, in this case English. Now, a company called Lingo, L-Y-N-G-O LLC, is hiring for online English instructors. They say that they don't require any kind of experience because they are going to train you the way that they want you to be trained, and you will make upwards towards between $14 and $18 an hour. So once again, I'll make sure that I put the link in the description down below. Make sure that you apply right away so that you can get the position and seed into your business. Now, number 7, this next position is a product tester. Now, don't become leery of this position. Sometimes I think when people hear of, let's say, schedulers, or if you have to do surveys or product testers, like, oh my goodness, I don't want to do that. What is that? But there are influencers that test out products all the time. So let's say you are building an online business, you will have multiple amount of people that go ahead and slide into your DMs because of the fact that they want you to be able to share their product with different audiences. So I think that this is a great job for aspiring upcoming entrepreneurs, as well as anybody, to be able to go ahead and do as a side hustle or as your 9 to 5 if they have the available hours. It will really help you in terms of getting used to people reaching out to you via email or either in your DMs to help you to be able to promote their product. And so if you are already really in this place where you're used to getting paid to be able to test products, then as you go ahead and you promote your business and companies reach out to you that believe that you are in line with their particular product, you'll be ready to be able to ask them what the pay rate is going to be if that is necessary for that product. But in some cases, they'll offer the product to you for free if you go ahead and you share it with your audience. Now, according to salary.com, you can make upward towards $38K for this particular job as a product tester. And you can find this particular position on a company's website called onlinebookclub.com to see if they have these particular jobs available. Now, in terms of skills, obviously you would have to be an integral person so that you can tell the truth about whatever products you're trying out, because they're asking you to try them out because of the fact that they really want your opinion about their product, how they can go ahead and make it better for their potential clients and customers. So I would say that the skills is that you are brutally honest and you really know how to articulate and communicate your pros and cons of their particular products. So number 8 is going to be a virtual tax preparer, but obviously you get to do this position from home. There is no experience required, and on top of that, this job is a seasonal job. So it might be a job that you just do around tax time to be able to help different clientele with their tax preparation. So in this position, clients would call in and you would help them to make sure that all of their documents are in place. And so if you work for a particular company like Tax and Go, which is what this particular listing is for, I'm pretty sure that they will hire you and train you so that you can do everything towards their standard in terms of what they want for their customers and clients. So as a virtual tax preparer, you would go ahead and help different clients that call in with regards to their taxes. You would help them with the tax returns. They would call in just to make sure that everything was processed correctly, or just simply answering any questions that surround anything that the clients would ask you. This particular position is a seasonal position, and so you would have to just reach out to the company to see when they're hiring. I'll make sure once again that I put the info in the description down below. In terms of the skills, I'm pretty sure that you would just have to have customer service skills so that that you can make sure that you're articulating yourself on the terms of what the company is looking for. Now, number 9 is an auto claims adjuster. This is obviously a work from home position, and you would go ahead and learn about insurance contracts or different liability claims, and also claim resolution techniques. And you learn all of these different things, don't be alarmed, in their training program, which is great about these companies because they're giving you exactly the tools that you need, which will help you to be able to develop new skills as an upcoming and aspiring entrepreneur for your endeavors. This position is also known as a generalist claim adjuster as well. So you can research the job position both ways so that you can make sure that you're finding exactly what you're looking for on the job boards that you're going to search on. But there is a particular company called Safe Auto that is hiring for this particular position right now. I'll make sure that I put the link in the description down below so that you can get all the information, even with regards to the salary for this position as well. Now, the number 10 work from home position that requires no experience that you can go ahead and do as a side hustle while you build your dream business is that of a sales consultant slash benefits representative, which is really a specific or different kind of customer service representative. So this particular company specializes in financial benefits, in particular all across different states. Once again, this position requires no experience because of the fact that they train you, which is great. And you really just have to know about their products so that you can be able to service and really sell to the customer leads that come in. So they are adding several different representatives to their teams. And what you'll find is that companies like this are always hiring because they're always expanding on the basis of the different outside clients in some cases that they take on. So I'll make sure that I put the link for this particular position in the description down below, or either you can search once again on Indeed.com, Monster.com, and specifically look for a sales consultant. So like I mentioned in the beginning, never be at this place where you feel like working a 9-to-5 or getting a side hustle while you build your business is beyond you. That is one of the most craziest things you could possibly do. But do what you have to do to be able to stay stable in terms of your lifestyle or in terms of what you have to do, let's say as a parent or as an individual, so that you can use the wisdom that's necessary to be able to build your business. I find that you'll have more of a different perspective once you've had the opportunity to work in different positions. And I believe that you'll be the best boss when you are able to understand what it means to work for other people as well. So make sure that you go ahead and do research on one of these work from home jobs that I went ahead and I mentioned, as well as possibly applying to the specific ones that I mentioned in the description down below. Now, ladies, there's one more thing that I absolutely have to let you know, and that is I totally, absolutely believe in you. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell. See you again here soon. Ciao.